In the endless, inky blackness of space, no one can hear you scream. It's a cliché, but it cuts to the very heart of why the void terrifies us. A primal fear that has fueled one of cinema's most chilling subgenres, space horror. This isn't just about jump scares in a futuristic setting. It's a deep, psychological dread born from our most fundamental anxieties. We'll explore why the cosmos, a place of wonder and discovery, is also the perfect canvas for our deepest fears. The most potent element of space horror is the profound, suffocating sense of isolation. On Earth, even in the most remote locations, there's a sense of connection. The presence of an atmosphere, the ground beneath our feet. But in space, you are utterly alone, a tiny speck of life adrift in an infinite, uncaring vacuum. The ship, once a vessel of exploration, becomes a claustrophobic prison. Its metal walls the only barrier between you and certain silent death. This isolation preys on the human psyche, which is inherently social. Stripped of community, of familiar sights and sounds, the mind can begin to unravel. Paranoia festers in the cramped corridors and recycled air. Is that flicker on the monitor just a sensor glitch, or is something watching from the darkness? The silence of space is another terrifying weapon in the genre's arsenal. It's an unnatural quiet, a total absence of sound that feels hostile and wrong. Every creak of the hull, every hum of the life support system becomes magnified. A constant reminder of your fragile existence. This auditory deprivation heightens every other sense, making the slightest unexpected noise a source of sheer terror. It's the fear of what you can't hear approaching. The silence itself becomes a lurking entity, a blanket of dread that smothers all hope. Then there is the fear of the unknown, perhaps the most ancient fear of all. Since the dawn of humanity, we have stared at the stars and wondered what lies beyond our sight. Space horror takes that wonder and twists it into something monstrous. The void isn't just empty. It's filled with possibilities, and not all of them are friendly. What kind of life could evolve in a place so hostile to our own? The genre suggests that anything we might encounter would be, by its very nature, alien to our understanding of life, logic, and morality. These unknown entities are not monsters in the traditional sense. They are often incomprehensible, their motives and origins beyond our grasp. This taps into a Lovecraftian style of horror, the fear of cosmic indifference and the terrifying realization that humanity is not the center of the universe. We are insignificant, and the things that dwell in the dark between worlds may not even register our existence as anything more than a minor obstacle or a curious biological sample. The environment of space itself is an ever-present antagonist. One small hull breach, one system malfunction, and it's all over. Radiation, extreme temperatures, and the crushing vacuum are all waiting just a few inches of metal away. This constant, imminent threat of a mundane. Technological failure adds a layer of realistic dread to the fantastical elements. Your own technology, your life support, can become your executioner. It's a betrayal of the very tools meant to keep you safe, amplifying the sense of helplessness. Psychological decay is a central theme. When you're trapped millions of miles from home with the same few faces day after day, the human mind is pushed to its limits. The stress of survival, combined with the crushing isolation, can lead to hallucinations, mistrust, and outright madness. Who can you trust when anyone could snap at any moment? The line between reality and delusion blurs. The true monster might not be lurking in the shadows of an asteroid field, but in the mind of your crewmate, or even within yourself. This is what makes space horror so effective. Strips away the safety nets of civilization and forces its characters, and by extension the audience, to confront their own fragility. It explores the terror of being lost, not just in a physical sense, but in a vast, cosmic ocean where the rules of earthly life no longer apply. The familiar becomes alien, and the alien becomes a terrifying reality. The darkness of space is a mirror, reflecting our fears of loneliness, of powerlessness, and of the great, terrifying unknown that waits for us, just beyond the thin shell of our atmosphere. It reminds us that for all our progress, we are still just beginning to dip our toes into an ocean of night. If you enjoy breaking down what makes our favorite movie genres tick, Be sure to subscribe to Movies Recap Repo for more deep dives into the art of cinema.